Hello everyone, this is Lilith and welcome back to another one of my videos for my Lovely Layers series. Today I will show you how you can use this marvelous little set from Altenew called Sweet Strawberries, which comes with a foiling die as well as a lovely colouring stencil. So sit back and enjoy while I create some lovely layers. Let's get crafting. So let's have a look at the supplies. I've got my lovely picture with my son eating a strawberry waffle. I've also got the foiling plate as well as the coordinating stencil. What's lovely about this stencil is that in the stencil you also have an outline, so you could work with just the stencil or combine it with the plate. So first things first, I'm going to foil my image onto some white smooth cardstock using a foiling machine. So the only thing you need to do is just wait for everything to warm up, pop on your foil, your paper, and just run it through an embossing machine like so. It's so easy to do and it gives this really wonderful effect. There we go, look at that pretty image, nice and crisp and sparkling. So I'm going to pop my plate to one side just to cool off before putting it back in the packaging. Now that I've got my foiled image ready, I'm going to add some color. I'm going to be using really traditional colors for this, but you could go in any direction. For the strawberries, I'm going to be combining two colors, ruby red and mahogany bark. The mahogany bark is going to give that little darker shade for the shadows. You could also just use one shade, the ruby red, and when you're adding your color, just stencil over on top, and by layering the color, it will darken as well. So if you don't have lots of colors or lots of different shades, by layering the same shade, you will darken that shade. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of that ruby red. As you can see, it's already darker than the shade beneath, and just add a little bit of that mahogany bark just to darken that a little bit, and it will create this really lovely effect on your strawberries. Isn't that pretty against that lovely gold foil? So let's work with our leaves. For our leaves, I'm using olive and moss. Olive, which is going to be this lighter color, and moss, which is going to add the kind of shadows. I picked these colors so that they would match the flowers, which I fussy cut. I used a paper from Altenew. Unfortunately, you can't get the 12 by 12 papers anymore, but there is still a possibility to get the card kit with this set. Just go and have a look in the supply list and you will find it there. So here I'm going to add those little details, the little shadows, using my moss. And then for the tiny little leaves that are just on top of the strawberries, I did want to have those in a different kind of tone. So instead of just using the same green, I'm going to add a little bit of Aqualicious and then go over that with my olive color. And this will just slightly give those a little bit of a different color. And I really like the look of this. It's very subtle, but it does make a difference. They are a little bit different than the other leaves. So now that we've got this, I'm going to fussy cut all around the image. Unfortunately, we don't have a die for this, or I don't have a die, so I just use my scissors to fussy cut. It's really easy to do and I love doing this. I find it kind of relaxing. What do you think about fussy cutting? I'd love to know. So now I'm going to put together my whole layout, and this is a series about layering, so we're going to layer some paper and embellishments. I wanted to add a little bit more green to the layout, so I'm using this lovely paper and I'm just going to tear it. This is going to add a little bit more detail and texture to the background as well. I'm going to pop my photo on top, and then I'm going to layer my little flowers and my strawberries. So for the flowers, I want to frame the image, but I don't want to have a whole frame around it. So I'm just going to create two clusters, a larger one at the bottom and then just like a little reminder at the top. So I'm playing around with all my little flowers. I also cut out some loose little petals that I will just sprinkle around just to give a little bit more flow and movement to the whole composition. So once I'm ready with all the elements. I'm going to add my title. I had a lovely title strip just laying around, and I'm just going to pop it on there. And that's it. And then I'll just add a little bit of journaling, glue everything down, and that's the finished layout. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you try out this wonderful new sweet strawberry set. And if you have any comments or questions, just pop them in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely day, and bye-bye.
Hey there, Lydia here. I really do hope that you've just enjoyed the video. If so, please subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, turn on the notification bell so you can get your daily dose of crafty techniques and tutorials just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.